questions? Anybody have not got some passion in it? Or him? Well, this fact that you still got all your eyes. That's a good sign. All right, well, let's walk through a little bit what the Truman acquisition is and
Yeah, we'll just wake it up here.
how do we do this.
And I can help you move down with questions.
All right, thanks. It gets harder. The questions get harder. Schools you've attended. High school and college activities. I think that's pretty straightforward. All right, this is where you've got to have some things to be a credible candidate. Community public service activities where you have reached out into your community. Then said, that's a need. I've signed on. Now, being a member of a church choir or a Sunday school teacher, while on one level is good, it's not what we're looking for. I mean, we don't not designed for, but we're really looking for is a reach outside your family. And a church should be a family. Homeless, environmental protection. What are some of the things that you've seen people list?
Oh, we've seen people do a variety of things. Here we had a Truman Scholar who created an adoption society on our campus, and they raised money for people who were of modest income who wished to adopt but could not. And they haven't all been things that kids have organized themselves, but sometimes they are. We don't have a chapter of something on our campus and they created something, or they went out in the community. How many of you work for Seven Hills? Seven Hills is a homeless shelter in Fayetteville. We see a lot of kids who've donated time to Seven Hills homeless shelter. They're just various things you can do here. I do have a question about this. Sometimes students put down a organization that is a service organization, and they just list the service organization. We try to break kids out of that and say, what did you do? Not who organized it for you, whether it's a fraternity or, it seems to me anyway that that isn't going to be very appealing.
Yeah. Now, I mean, a few of them we saw no Salvation Army Christmas fundraising, but others, try to help the people who read this understand something. What did you do? Now, there's some great ones out there, but English is a second language. They take back the night, violence reduction against women. The
Darfur, we have a Darfur organization.
And the Darfur things. The Amnesty International. There are lots of things out there. Now, for those of you, particularly those of you who are freshmen, if you haven't gotten involved in any of these things, I hope you will. Not just for Truman purposes, but we're here to help people. We're here to give back. But don't do things that just field laundry. I don't remember, I did for a number of years prison ministry. And I was terrible at it because every time that big gate behind the sand shut, I didn't give off the vibes that the people in the medium security facility needed. But I did have a sense of duty, sense of obligation. That did that. That was really related. I wound up finally doing 10 years of work with homeless. And man, that was the group that I could embrace. Ah! They embraced me.
Once a week, the Northwest Arkansas Times publishes a full page of people who need help and support and volunteers. And so you can just look at that and say, hey, this fits me. And so there are people out there, there's no excuse, there are people out there saying, wait, we need help, please come support us, whether it's women's, the battered women's shelter or whatever it is. These are published once a week in the Northwest Arkansas Times, people who need help.
So what do you care about it?
Say about what? I'm sorry.
What do you care about? What group? What segment of society? What part of the environment?
Am I active in right now?
No, just,
But I want to serve.
yeah.
The underprivileged medical population.
Great. Terrific. Yeah, Harvard just has a bill enacted into law. It's going to be a while before it picks up. Good for you. How about you?
I worked at the VA hospital, volunteered at the VA hospital, I really enjoyed that.
Good. Those are
What?
open.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, I worked at like Habitats for Humanity for like building houses for the homeless, so that was fun.
That sense, they give you a sense of satisfaction.
Yes, sir.
Does you have a sense of teamwork, working with other people?
I thought it was pretty fun, nice interaction.
Were you there when the people were moved into the house?
We did a good setup.
No, that's just like, wow, one of those things. But sure.
Unemployed workers, say, making sure they have the right economic opportunities.
So how would you go about helping on a volunteer basis?
Be a little more difficult, but I guess, you gotta, if they have any kind of family needs, you've gotta address those, I guess, food opportunities, going down the food bag.
Goodness, terrific.
I
Hey,
know.
those are razorback colors, huh?
Oh, that's not
Those are,
yeah, a little closer. Not quite.
well, it looks good to my eyes.
I'm interested in medical volunteering or environmental volunteering.
Have you done any of that?
I did volunteering with the Illinois River Watershed Project. We planted trees, basically.
Good.
I am really sympathetic towards animals and I want to fight against cruelty towards animals.
Excellent. A little aside, the first child protection, welfare protection laws against abuse of children under bad working conditions, the first cases were prosecuted under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals laws. So you're an animal lover?
I am, big time.
What do you have?
But I had 4 dogs and some birds and I had some rabbits. They just passed away. I know. But we weren't cruel to them.